One thing I've grown to love over the last couple of years is board games, and as a teacher, I've found it useful to always have board games around because they are quite interesting and a lot of them are very intellectually stimulating. So I've had Owari for the longest time, and I've had this for a couple of years now, and I think one thing I would do if I had a lot of money, or when I have a lot of money, is organize an Owari competition, just like the West have chess competitions. I'll just let schools all across the country play. And one thing I learned after moving to the village is there are different ways of playing Owari. There's a version of Owari that's completely different here. Growing up, we always picked when it's four, but then I came to the north here and I realized there's a much more interesting way of playing Owari where you pick whether when it's two or three. So I think Owari is a very underrated game, and I refuse to believe that there are no other board games in Ghana. I think when we dig hard enough, we'll find certain games you can modernize into boards and the play. So Owari is what I've had for the longest time. And this time when coming to school, I got a whole lot of other board games, and some are personal, some are games I'll definitely be playing with my students. So I've had bingo. I Yeah, this is something I would be playing with my students, and yeah, we'll probably improvise it to some of our classes as well. Yeah, so bingo is kind of interesting. Then a classic Ghanaian one. Monopoly. Honestly, I've never played Monopoly before, so I think it's easy to learn. I've never played Monopoly before. Just kind of a shortcut. Going into the box, I got Legos. This mostly for my students. I got a lot of Legos for my students. I should probably get more because I have a lot of students, but then this is just for a start. Um, I have chairs. I've always had chairs. I have a bigger board, but then I just saw this and I thought it looked cute. And then it also has other games, and so Ludo I think is a good game, but then I feel it has some ethical gray areas because to advance you'd have to kick other people out, and it just leans towards an unethical space to me. But then I like Ludo. The snakes is also nice. I have Scrabble. Uno. I love this game. I have a small Connect 4. I was hoping to get a bigger one before coming to the village, but then things didn't work out. But then I would definitely try and get the bigger one. I really, really love Connect 4. I think it's a very easy game, and my kids here in the village would really love it. So this is more kind of a personal thing. Honestly, I just thought my students love football and they would love this game, but I've kind of regretted getting it a little bit. I feel like I could have got something better, but then it was quite cheap at the China Mall. Yeah, I think some of my kids will love this, but then it seems very badly made, and I don't think it will last very long. So this is a soccer game. So those are the board games I have. So I'll be integrating a lot of this into my lessons, and hopefully it adds more fun and spark to the education here in the village. And yeah, I'd also be playing some on the side just to stay intellectually stimulated because I need to keep my brain juices flowing. So it's a long term. Let's see how this goes.